Hello my friends, Myke here with Myke's Wilderness. Welcome to my channel. It is June 6th, 2020. We are still in the midst of the COVID-19 pandemic, and I am in the Minneopa State Park. Again, my usual stomping grounds, getting out for some adventure, some hiking. And it's about 1:15 in the afternoon and we have about 80 degrees. And the park is sort of semi-opened up. I'll try to bring you examples as I move along, but this is the view at one of the lookouts that, since the trees have all budded out, you cannot see any of the Minneopa Creek down below, but it's still a nice, beautiful vista, and I just like coming here. It's a good place to start the introductions and to get going with the adventure. So anyway, we'll bring you more, and that's it for right now. See you in a little bit. This is going to look like a pretty mundane picture of the hiking trail down to the Minneopa Creek, but the significance here is that they've removed the windrow orange fence that was blocking people from going down to the Minneopa Creek, and now it's been removed, so people are hiking down. Another sign that the park is opening up. Well, here's a kind of a welcome sight, although not ripe yet. These are gooseberries, and they are forming. The blossoms have gone away. The berries are showing up, and yeah, soon those will be ripening and getting ready to eat about the same time as the red raspberries do. Just had to show you that. Gooseberries. I believe this is of the smooth variety. I don't see too many prickly spines on there, so that's a good thing. Very nearby, found these raspberries. Red raspberries, flowers are gone. Berries themselves are starting to form, although very green, but it won't be too much longer, and we'll have something to eat there along with the gooseberries I just showed you. On a very good side note here, just wanted to make a note that I'm in the midst of a really nice cooling breeze here in the shade of the oak forest that we have, and on a day with temperatures nearing 80 degrees, it's kind of nice. It's very pleasant, nice and cool, and I'm enjoying that very much. Okay, my friends, just had to stop here, take a break, and try something. Hope this works. But this is a piece of horse's hoof fungus. And basically, the inner core has been removed and the outer cuticle removed with my pocket knife. So I'm just down to the Amadou layer, and I am going to try to tease up some fibers along this edge and take a piece of it and see if I can get a spark into it. This has been drying and kicking around in my cargo pant pocket for quite a few hikes. Just waiting for the moment to do some playing, and just wanted to show you here in the first few seconds what I'm starting with. The Amadou layer of false tinder fungus. Hope this shows up okay, but I've used the tip of my awl to kind of tease up the fibers in the Amadou layer here to get it all kind of fuzzy. And I'm going to see if I can put, with my flint and steel, a spark into that. I don't have my tripod today, so can't show you that process, but I'll try to get video on it as soon as I get a spark into it and show you how well it works. Here's my flint and steel. You can see the flint is behind the Amadou, so that's kind of how I've got it set up. Let's see what I can do. Took a little bit of doing, but hope you can see that. So I'm getting a little smoke from a tiny little spark on that edge. Let me see if I can get a little air to it. Well, now it seems to be growing. I can do something with that. I think I could get a spark into some tinder fairly easily. This is with unprocessed Amadou, and always kind of fun to practice with that. And this is the first time that I've tried this particular piece of Amadou since I freed it from its kind of husky shell. But that is creating quite a sustained ember, so I'm very pleased with that. Good skill to practice. Flint and steel with natural materials that are not pre-charred. Kind of fun. Well, there, now you can see how that ember is growing. And it's getting a little hot in my hand, so I'm going to stop. Here's the rest of that fire equation with lots of tinder available on this eastern red cedar. Nice stringy bark. One of my all-time favorites for starting fires. Well, there doesn't appear to be any campers in the A loop. These are some of the prime sites out here along the ridge line. Let's go in the direction of the B loop. See if they've opened up that part of the park. Again, still no camping in the A loop in any of these sites. But I can see some trailers through the trees. So I think the B loop is open. Let's get close. I can see trailers through the trees over in the B loop. There's another one over there. So there's a limited amount of camping, but here's the important thing, is they're using these portable johns rather than the regular ones. So at least they've got some kind of facilities. Well, it's such a beautiful day. I had to stop and take a break, and I found this discarded piece of cedar and decided to make a crochet hook blank out of it. So it's got a little bit of a taper to it, and I'll just keep shaping it when I get a chance. I'm not going to make this one as fine as the other one I'm working on. This will probably be a much larger crochet hook, but in the end it'll be functional. Sometimes I can knock these out in a day. Just depends on how much time I get to sit on a rock and or a log or something and whittle away. But yeah, anyway, just had to share that. Crochet hook blank at the moment out of a piece of cedar. Well, a little bit more work on the crochet hook blank. Tapered it down a little bit more and started working on the hook end of it here. Got a long ways to go though, but yeah, it'll be fun. See how far I can take it. Alright, let's get on with this hike. Tiny little blossoms. A white yarrow. It's finally come out. Very pretty. Here's another one. Hope that's in focus. Well, I'm in amongst some birch, paper birch here, and under the canopy of the leaves and trees, and I got a light breeze and it feels pretty good. This is normally quite good lookout down towards the river, but with it all leafed out you can't see much, and it is a little buggy. But looking down over the cliff here, way down below, I can see that there is some wild water running over there, and I had used it as a drinking source. It comes out of a spring over to my left, but anyway, it's about 4:30 and I'm about as far out as I care to go for the day, so I'm going to think about resting up for a little bit and then turning around and heading back and see what kind of things we can find on the way there. So anyway, that's where we're at in the trip. Well guys, there's part of today's project. I've got it smoothed out pretty good. That usually leaves a bunch of cedar shaving all over my greens, but yeah, got a nice little hook in it, and might need a little bit more shaping. I've been told that someplace up here about 2 inches off the point needs to be a flat area for control, and I will probably have to carve that into it, but I think I've got it about the right shape and thickness. So yeah, today's crochet hook brought to you by a junk piece of cedar that I found along the trail. Gave me a chance to do a little carving. I like doing quick little knife projects. All right, time to keep going. Here's a plant I haven't featured in any of my videos, I don't think, not very much anyway, and that is the ostrich fern. And this is a really fine example. But earlier this spring, it all came up from a fiddleheads, I should say, which are basically a stem that begins to unfurl like that one you see right there. And the fiddleheads can be gathered and harvested and prepared and fried in butter and eaten. And they're really quite good. But anyway, there is the ostrich fern, just so you get an idea what the leaf structure looks like, and the stems and everything. Nice plant to know. Absolutely gorgeous. I like it. Hello my friends, out and about here, and looks like I found a small nest. Might be a wren's nest, I think, made up with some grasses and bits of birch bark. It's really tiny. It might be somebody else's nest though, but found that to be interesting. Well my friends, that about wraps it up. Another great adventure here in June, and glad you guys were able to join me. I was told today by a park ranger that the bison herd now, with the recent birth of the calves, is now up to a total of 43 bison, and so they have gone over the top on what they expected to support in the 350 plus acres that they have. So yeah, that's a good thing for the park. Anyway, I hope you were happy to join me, and I'll certainly look for you next time. Please like and subscribe. Remember to stay safe, and get out and get dirty. All right, take care. Bye.